Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's Market Update. Today is Sunday, March 13th, and we just had a little while ago, about an hour and a half ago, we had our weekly close. We had a beautiful drop just a little while ago, and I am going to be on the Crypto Wendy O show this week. I believe it's Friday. I just have to confirm with her because she has a very busy schedule. And so we'll announce the exact times. And I am going to go on just to give you guys a different outlook than some people. I want to give you my perspective and what I'm looking at for the market overall before we turn around. So I'm going to give you a good case, not based on hopium or based on feeling or gut, but actually based on experience and sound TA with factual information based on prior price action. That's one thing about the market that you can always count on, guys. The market likes to repeat itself. And I'm going to show you some really amazing areas to look at and to pay attention that can easily guide you for future retracements. So look forward to that show. For right now, guys, I just want to give you a quick update on the status of Bitcoin. Let's go to the higher time frames. I don't really tend to do too much on these low time frames. My favorite time frame is a 12-hour time frame. Now this, guys, I'm sure you recognize this, right? You guys recognize my ongoing chart. I've been updating you guys for months now. As a matter of fact, I think it was yesterday I posted from my Instagram a post that I did back in December, in early December, when we were falling, and I was telling you guys, be careful, be careful. We're going into a bear trend, possibly into a bear season. People don't want to believe it, and it's crazy to see. This was back in December, 4 months ago. 4 months ago, and I was already warning you. And think about that. Think about how many hopium boys have been telling you otherwise. How many hopium boys have been encouraging you to load up right now? And how many of those hopium boys, every time they would see a little green candle, they would slap each other, fucking virtual high five, slap each other in the fucking virtual ass, say, I knew it, just to be here, just to fucking be here. It just goes to show you, guys, that you got to be careful who you pay attention to. You really do. I have 6 years of experience. I do this 7 days a week. It's very difficult to do something for 6 years, 7 days a week, and not be fucking good at it. Very difficult. Now, am I always right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. However, there are metrics and tools and market structures and market cycles that happen. And I'm gonna go over all of that this week when I narrow down the time and date with my friend Crypto Wendy O. But for right now, guys, we are just following the same trend that we've been in for a couple of months now. We're just in this really tight, we're in this, I wouldn't say really tight range, because we've been ranging from 32 to 40. I want to say this right here. It's about 44, so about a $12,000 range. However, it started to get a little bit tighter, and there's a lot of signs. I mean, in the past, 7 days, like fucking not much, guys. Nothing has really happened in the market. No, I'm sorry. This was a 12-hour time frame. I apologize. That wasn't 7 days. That was just a couple of days. But as you can see, nothing has happened. Here's the weekly, just to give you a little bit better perspective. Watch this, guys. Wait a minute. Look at that. Look at this, guys. This is the new weekly candle. This is the prior weekly candle that just closed, that basically encompasses 7 days. Look at the change of this. This was a minus $648.35 week minus 648, which is a minus 1.69%. This one here, plus 626. So we did 726 positive the week before that just to get a 648 take back. Nothing. And then before that, 606. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta fucking laugh. I have to laugh because I just think of all the Hopium boys listening to me. And you know what, guys? They're pissed. They're pissed at me because I'm making them look like fucking fools. And here's why I'm making them look like fools. It's not that they're fools. They're really not. It's just the fact that as an analyst, it really bothers me when they marry a bias. These guys just, it's like and some of the guys have been here for a while. Some of the guys that have like over 200,000 followers that I see them feeding you this bullshit have been here for a while. They know better than that. So it's hard for me with my personality to keep my fucking mouth shut because I'm not, this is why I don't work in the corporate world. I could never go into a corporate meeting and listen to somebody who's not as smart as me say something to make themselves seem smarter when I'm the smartest guy in the fucking room. I can't stay quiet. I can't. I'm gonna call them out. That's just my fucking personality. Now listen, right now I'm married to a bear bias at the moment because of the analysis that I'm going to show you. But you know what I have? I have an invalidation point. I have an area that will invalidate my TA. I have a rule set that I trade by, and I also have an invalidation. Whether I'm looking for an upward momentum or a downward momentum, I can recognize an invalidation point. And that's what these guys lack. They want to marry a bias, and they're basically just rolling the dice, and so they can make themselves feel like they're geniuses. And they're waking up every day just fucking praying that their shit comes to light and actually happens. They're praying for it. Me? Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give you a reason why I think, and I'm also going to give you an area where it's going to invalidate. You have to. Nobody knows 100%, but there's a really, really good fucking case, guys, for us to go down. I can't wait to show you guys. But look, let me go back down to my 12-hour time frame. Look, my invalidation point's up here. And it keeps on getting, we keep on getting further and further fucking away from it. Further and further away from it. And these guys are quiet. I don't have to say their names, guys. You know who they fucking are. Look at their timelines. They're fucking quiet. They're telling you, oh, well, it's the weekend. I was just out with friends and bullshit. They're behind their fucking computers, biting their fucking nails, hoping, praying for a green candle and praying for a continuation because they want to seem like they're smart, like they know better. Most of them don't fucking know better. They just don't. So, what's going on right now? What do I see right now? I see a boring price action, but I see something interesting, guys. As the price action continues to stay underneath the 9 EMA, and I've talked about that before, and if you haven't listened to my previous videos, make sure you tune in and look at and hear those so you can understand and you can follow along. We're still underneath the 9 EMA, and look, remember what I told you guys about sell pressure? What's going on? Look, it puts a lot of sell pressure on the price action, but look at where we're at, guys. We need to get out of this area if we don't want this 9 EMA to continue to push us down. This was my target. This was my original target when I told you guys, here, look, my line is still there. Here was my arrow to the 100 EMA. I told you guys more than likely we're going to hit this 100 EMA, come back down to this target. We ended up going $100 above. Okay, I was wrong. Big deal. $100, no big deal. And we came right back down, and look how close we are to our target. Now, my target wasn't I have to explain this because I literally get these types of comments from people that just have no clue what they're talking about, or they just don't understand. When you put a line and a target, they literally think that the candle needs to go exactly here. I mean, I'm not making this shit up. I can show you the DMs I get. So when I do this, guys, it is basically I'm pointing to this line. To this line. That's the target. Look at where we're at. We are almost closing that gap. And right now, presently, we are now underneath this box, which is a very important support box. Right now, what are we doing? We're flipping it into resistance. It's too early to call it because we still have 10 hours and 22 minutes. So you have to understand that as well. Right now, when I say right now, I mean literally fucking right now. Like this second, we are now flipping underneath it. But a lot can happen in 10 hours and 22 minutes. So let me tell you what the bulls need to do to get out of this very bad situation that the bears have put them in. They need to get back up here. They need to reclaim this box, and better yet, reclaim this 9 EMA. Because if they stay here, they don't want to close underneath here. They close underneath here, this is going to catch up to the price action and further downside. And my target, I'm going to move this here again, just so that you understand that I'm talking about this line. I don't want you to come with your little bullshit. Oh, well, now you're moving your target. No. My target, that's why the arrow is literally pointing this line. Guys, I have to really explain it like this. I know a lot of you guys are smart. I won't say most of you guys. A lot of you guys are smart, but there's a lot of stupid fucking people in crypto Twitter. Just a lot of stupid fucking people. So that's why I apologize if I have to talk condescending. Those who are smart and knew what I meant by this, I am sorry that you have to hear it. But 90% of these fucking morons will literally tell me that I'm moving my target, not realizing that my target is this line here. But because we're going really, really slow, obviously I have to adjust it just so that, again, I can be clear that it's pointing to this line. And if we don't get above this line here, this is going to continue to come down and hit this target, which is, again, the white line. It's frustrating, guys, when you're dealing with you don't read the comments that I get. A lot of the comments that I get. That's why you're probably thinking, like, what's wrong with this guy? Well, you don't read the stupidity, the amount of stupidity DMs that I receive. So I'm just I'm addressing them before they even show up. And you know what's funny, guys? When I do get them on this video, I'm actually going to post them. I'm actually going to post them so you guys can see the stupidity of fucking people out there. You'll be like, no way. That can't be real. You're making this shit up. I'm not. That's how fucking stupid people are in this space. Anyhow, there's still a chance because we have 10 hours and 19 minutes for this candle to close. Bulls need to get back up here, or we are going to hit my target sooner than later if we don't get in here. Now, look at these EMAs on top, guys. Do they look good? Do they look like they're curving up? No, they don't. Read the post that I posted from a screenshot that I took from Instagram and my Instagram account, Bleeding Crypto, back in December, and what I mentioned about the EMAs. Just pay attention to that, guys. Look at that, and then stay tuned for that show. So, bears are in full control. They continue to be in full control of the overall bear trend, and locally, they are still in control. Just look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame doesn't look any better at all. Still underneath the 9 EMA. Again, like I showed you, underneath this box, we're still aiming for this resistance line, this support and resistance line that has been absolutely fucking amazing. I mean, it has confirmed all the way from here, from October of last year. It has been dead fucking on. And it's even getting closer together, holding it even better as we put more time in it. So watch this area, guys. You can put this on your chart if you like, so that you can follow along, or just stay tuned to my account and you'll be getting those updates. Here's the weekly time frame. Looks like shit. Look at this, guys. A 30 EMA. If the bulls don't bring it soon, that 30 EMA is going to cross the 50, and we're going to lose the 100 EMA. When we lose the 100, well, you know what? I'm going to save that for this week's show. I am trying, guys, to get someone else, just so you know, I am trying to get someone else to come on the show who is willing to give me the bull bias. And this is what's crazy, guys. I've already sent out a couple of DMs, sent out 3 DMs to guys who have been very bullish. But I respect them because they're really good analysts and they've been around for a while. So I sent them DMs and I'm waiting for their replies. And I'm still shocked that how many people don't have faith in their own TA. They're so afraid of being wrong, and they're even more afraid of coming out in public and saying something because they don't want to take a chance that if they're wrong, how they're going to look. That to me is a huge level of fucking insecurity. Because you know what? I can come on here and I'm going to show you my bear bias, and I'm going to show you these targets based on like I said, on my TA and the rule set that has gotten me this far. And if I'm wrong, okay, all right, well, I gave you a good case. It made sense. It should make sense by the time I'm done. And if I get it wrong, I'm okay with that. But it's amazing how many of these guys, they hang on to your every follow. And I mean, that's the only, I'm speculating here because that's the only thing I can reasonably come up with, that they are so fucking afraid to be wrong because they're so insecure, and that just shows a lack to me of their lack of experience, not fucking wanting to go on. And guys, I'm not trying to get these guys on to do any type of debate, not at all. Other guys have already said no, that's fine, but I'm waiting for 3 other guys, whichever one responds to me first, to come on. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna call them out next week. If they don't want to come on, fuck it. I'm gonna fucking call them out because that's just ridiculous to be that afraid of your own fucking shadow. Dude, I'm 50 fucking years old. Maybe I just come from a different generation where we're fucking men. And we can take rejection, we can take failure, we can take being wrong. And I think a lot of these younger generations are a bunch of fucking pussies that they have to be right, or they can't look bad, or, oh my God, they might lose a follower. I can't keep my mouth shut. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of fucking friends in real life, because I tell people exactly how it fucking is. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fucking call them out. If they don't come on the show, they don't respond, 100%. Just so that, for this reason only. People shouldn't follow other accounts if those accounts don't back up what they fucking say. If they don't have the fucking balls to come on to a show, and a friendly show, and just say, hey, you know what, this is what I think, and here's why I think it. If I'm wrong, okay. If they can't even be men enough to fucking do that, they're pieces of shit. So why not fucking call them out? So yeah, I'm gonna fucking call them out. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see if anyone responds. I just sent one today. This morning, I sent a personal DM to one analyst, and I'm really hoping he comes on. This guy's fucking really good. He's really fucking good. I want him to show me what he sees, because maybe I'm missing it. And I don't mind saying, hey, dude, you know what? As a matter of fact, when you hear my TAs, guys, how many times have you heard me hear you say the Chingus level, or Trading Room app gave me this pointer? I'm not embarrassed. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know it or like I came up with this whole fucking system. I've told you, all of my system that I come up with, the way I trade, has been bits and pieces of advice from other people that I respect. And if they're going to give me advice, I'm always going to listen. But you know what I'm going to do after I listen? I'm going to back test it. I'm the type that, not that I don't trust them, but I need to understand why they're using that particular tool. And I'm going to do this. We have a cheat sheet. All I do is go to the left and see, okay, yeah, you're right. Wow, this thing is very powerful. This tool really could have helped me back then. So I'm going to use it. And I'm going to be man enough to give them credit whenever I can so that people understand that this isn't a competition. We're not competing against each other. We are trying to find our voice and trying to make money in this space. There's no need to be fucking afraid. You need a hug? Call me. I'll fucking fly out and I'll give you the fucking hug if you need it, if you're that scared. But Jesus Christ, don't have 200, 300,000 followers and be too much of a fucking chicken shit and not and be so afraid to come on and give your analysis. It's just fucking ridiculous. Anyhow, right now, guys, Bears are in control. You know what we need for the Bulls to bring it. This is going to be an interesting week. I hope, guys, that we don't have another one of these weeks. This is boring as fuck. This is boring as shit. This is week 4. Look at week. All it does, it gives it right back. $661 negative, then 726 positive, then 648 negative. So this would really suck if we go positive another fucking $600 and all we're doing is basically off, on, off, on, off, on. But this actually, guys, is a pattern that I'm going to show you that we have done in the past. That's what's crazy, guys, that you think like, oh no, this time it's different, this time it's different. But what I'm going to show you is going to blow your fucking mind out. And then you're going to understand where I'm coming from and why I'm so confident in my conviction. But I also know from experience that I'm not always going to be right. So I have got an invalidation point. I've kept this box here. I've kept it. When I wrote this, you guys saw when I wrote this on the previous videos, I've kept it on here. It's still valid. It's still valid. You get up here and you will start to take control. We just keep on dropping and dropping and getting weaker and weaker. Invalidate me. Show me that we're not going to hit those targets, not be fucking up. That's great. Good. Good. Do you think that I'm that desperate that I need to find the exact fucking bottom? I don't look for bottoms and I don't look for tops. I look for medium, nice, comfortable levels. Because what you guys don't grasp is that my portfolio size that I use, I don't need a lot of money. 2-3% is $20,000-$30,000. So I don't need to fucking sit there. I'm not a fucking peasant with the fucking $1,000, $10,000, and I'm trying to fucking do 100x because I need to make some. No, fuck that bullshit. I put in my time. I've already put in my time. I'm looking for a fucking nice, comfortable 20%. Fuck it. 20% for me is what fucking most people used to buy a fucking house. So I don't need to catch the bottom. So the stress for me is very, very different than those fuckers that have to catch every single inch of the bottom. That's got to be stressful as fuck. I couldn't deal with it. Not at my age anyways. Fuck that. That's a young man's game. For me, no thank you. But I want to share with you. I want to share with you so that you can analyze for yourself. And here's the thing, guys. I'm confident in my analysis. And when we get there, you will be able to say, you know what? In the past, However months it takes to get there, I understand BC. I see, he explained it to us all the way down. And the nice thing is that this stuff sits on YouTube, sits on my timeline. Now remember, guys, I didn't start posting these videos on YouTube. My analysis was originally on Loom. It's a different type of a screenshot recording. So if you go to my timeline back from like January, you're gonna see the Loom recordings. They weren't posted on YouTube, but I got an overwhelming amount of requests to just, if I can upload those to YouTube. So I started doing that, which I don't understand why people just can't click on the Loom ones. It's the same shit. It's just a different software. But anyhow, just to make it easy on myself to weed out so many fucking DMs that I get, I started posting them to YouTube to save myself all the responses. So please look at my timeline. I'm always asking you guys, don't take my word for it. Never take anyone's word for it. Fact check me. Listen to my previous videos. Have I been lying? Is this guy fucking the real thing? Listen to the video. Listen to what I've been telling you. Nothing has fucking changed from the very beginning. I've been calling this fucking down. I've missed a couple of points. So here. I'll tell you right now. This overshot. My target, if you go back to the December, was it this one? It's either this one or I think it was this one. No, if you go back to the January ones, you'll see my target was right here. And you know what? We did stop here. It was great, but we went further down. I wasn't ready for this to go this far down, but we did. And I overshot the target. It's okay. No big deal. No big deal. But the overall bear trend, 100% spot on. So if the rule set that I'm using has been that good, why do you think it won't continue? If I'm reading the market exactly the way it's happening, I'm using the same rule sets, why would I think that it's not going to happen? Invalidate me. Show me. I want to hear someone else's, guys, not to put them down, not to tell them they don't know what they're talking about. Because I've had people say, hey, you know what, BC? I don't think you're right. This and this needs to happen in order for me to see your point. And those areas weren't hit. Their analysis worked out. And guess what? I got to learn something new. Look, on top of my chart here, guys, you see these little round circles? You know what these are, guys? These are templates. These are templates that I've used when I have seen someone else's analysis really hit. I was like, wow, that's so amazing. This guy really fucking knows his shit, and I'll give them credit, and I will do my best to copy. I'll look at their charts and I'll look at their settings here and I'll copy it. I got no problem with that. I have zero problem telling somebody I'm going to copy your shit. They should take that as a compliment because I'm trying to do my best to make money in this space. And every little help, every little assistance, every little tip that I can get to better my skill set and to make me money, why in the fuck would I want to not take advantage of that, not thank them? It's just ridiculous. Again, I come from a whole different era, or maybe I just have a different mindset than most people. But that's how I see things, guys. That's just how I see it. But anyhow, guys, stay tuned for this week for the times. Hopefully, I can get those times and dates out to you soon. Hopefully, I get some response this week from a few of the guys that I sent DMs to. The one that I really would like to get on is my buddy that I sent some guy that I've been, I've seen I follow his work for fucking years, and I'm hoping he can come on because I really respect him a lot, and he's really good. I sent him one this morning, and I'm just, hopefully he has a fucking life, better life than I do, and he's out there enjoying himself, not worrying about the fucking charge. So I'll wait for him to respond this week. I'll be very surprised, actually, if he doesn't respond. I'd be very, very surprised. I can't imagine this guy being that much of afraid, being that afraid of his TA that he wouldn't come on. Very, very unlikely. So more than likely, guys, I'll have a guest with me. I'll have somebody else with me to give us their perspective, and it's going to be fun, guys. It'll be fun as time goes by to see how things play out, and you learn. You'll learn. If I'm wrong, you know what not to look for. But I think when I give you my analysis, I think even if I'm wrong on this one here, it's going to be very sound and very factual, that it's going to make sense. It doesn't have to work. It's no TA, nobody's system is 100%. But if it's happened more often than not, you can't deny it. You cannot deny it. So that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how it's worked 5 out of 5 times. 5 out of 5 times how this rule set worked. And if this one is different, we can now say, after that, we can say 5 out of 6 it worked out. But right now, it's 5 out of 5. So you cannot ignore something like that. You just can't. It's not responsible. Guys, have a great, great rest of your Sunday. And I look forward to putting out some content this week for you guys. And I'll talk to you later.